అందరికీ స్వచ్ఛరిత నమస్కారం.
Alright, so thanks for sending us thousands of questions, and we are now going to Rana to get answers for them all.
Okay, shoot.
Which movie actors have inspired you when you were growing up?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Lee, Bachchan and Kamal Hassan.
Choose one. Another movie with Rajamouli Garu or a Hollywood debut?
Tell me the story.
What inspired you to play a politician for the second time?
Well, it's just politics has a lot of drama, I guess.
If you were to do Vikram Veda, would you be Vikram or Veda?
I heard of Vikram and Veda, but I haven't seen it yet, so I have not met Vikram or Veda. But I will see that film and I will let you know.
If you were to change one thing about your life, what would that be?
Nothing.
One thing that scares you the most? Do you like yourself with a beard or without?
Depends on what I'm paid for.
What's your comment on fan wars?
My fans don't fight. They just like movies.
Where is the Rana who acted in Department and Nice Town?
Balaladeva took that big mace and smashed that guy.
Of the skills like acting, dance, romance, emotion, etc., what is the one thing you think you're not very good at?
I don't think I'm good at anything. But particularly dance, I don't like so much. I don't like songs and movies. So I don't watch them, I don't do them either.
What is your favorite quote?
See it? Done.
Which title would you like to have if you were to make a biopic of you?
Well, I don't think mine is such a cool story to make. But if you decide to make it someday, just call me the storyteller.
Do you wear the same dress more than once, same clothes?
I think I've been wearing this shirt. This is the 4th time this week. It's washed. Yeah, just say.
Being a star, what is the one thing you miss the most? In the life, like living like a normal person.
A star is a normal person. Being famous is the job. Telling stories is what I do. So that's not changing my life at all.
What's your favorite subject in college?
I did not go to college.
Do you believe in karma, God and ghost?
No, karma, nothing. I just believe in some fun stories and I just tell those stories.
Do you have friends who are not into movies or politics?
Most of my friends are not in movies and politics.
Who's your favorite superhero character?
Hanuman.
Why do you have 2 phones?
I do films, I do television, I run a film agency, I also endorse some sport and I have a couple of other jobs. I work a little bit in IT. So yes, I need 2 phones. Something has to shut off at some point.
When was the last time you ate at a roadside bandi or a cafe?
Well, all through Ramzan, I guess, I was eating.
What is the one thing that we as Telugu cinema should learn from other industries?
First, we're in a very, very cool position as an industry itself. But what we have to learn and what we could learn is experimenting with different types of storytelling. I think some of us have to put that front foot forward and do some new cinema.
Will you watch other movies that are releasing on the 11th?
I think I'll just stick to getting my film out first and then I'll watch the rest.
If not you, who do you think would be perfect for playing Jogendra character?
I don't know. Who's as mad as I am? You pick. Alright, I will get back to work and I will answer your questions again.
So it looks like it's lunchtime. So do you usually eat lunch in cars or do you ever have a proper lunch?
Well, I have to eat on time. It doesn't matter where I eat, but I have to eat.
So what's your favorite breakfast?
Favorite will be Hyderabadi breakfast. Paya first thing in the morning, if I can.
What's your favorite diet dish?
What I'm eating right now is quinoa rice and chicken with some veggies stuck in here and there.
So Rana, do you cheat in diet?
Very much, and it's also very important that you cheat on a diet because you should never let your body get used to what you eat. If you're eating clean food, always cheat once a week so your body kind of replenishes and also dude, you have to eat food.
One thing you'll definitely eat when you're in Chennai.
Chennaiல இருந்த டைம்ல நான் வந்து இங்க சாப்பிடுவேன். எனக்கு வேலு மிலிட்டரினா ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் எனக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் அஞ்சப்பார் இருக்கும். அஞ்சப்பார்னா ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும்.
One must eat food when you're in Kerala.
I haven't gone out and explored and eaten enough, but well, I like all of the kind of Kerala, the fish that they get there. Then I usually eat at people's homes, and yeah, I mean, I just love Kerala food. It's good. It's good food. It's good rice. It's
choose one. Junk food or health food?
I'll say health food.
Pizza or papu charu?
I don't like papu charu so much because I like pizza. I'm assuming it's non-veg, so I'd say pizza.
Food or friendship?
That's a very difficult question. Food or friendship? Would I die if I don't have a friend? No.
Would I die if I don't have food? Yes. So food.
When do you usually wake up in the morning?
Usually if I'm on a shooting day, I start shooting at 7, so I'm usually up at about 5:30, 6ish and head to work. But on a non-shooting day, I usually get up at about that 7:30, 8 and then get to work at about 9.
What is the first thing do you do after wake up?
Well, when I'm on my regular training schedule, I like to do my cardio right when I wake up because that's the best time to do it.
So what makes you happy in life?
Food, films, friends. I guess that's it.
Do you cry?
Of course I cry.
How often?
Depends on how often I watch movies. I mean, I cry a lot in movies.
So do you cry in your personal life because something happened to you in your life, not movies?
Personal life, it's very little. There'll be a few people, maybe 1 or 2 people who are no more here, let's say, and then I'll be emotionally attached to and stuff. But otherwise, in my personal life, it's far, far in the world. Movies, there's a lot more.
So what is that one habit you want to get rid of?
I just wish I could sleep more. I sleep early. I sleep very late, so I don't get enough sleep.
Alright. So now that we are in car, quick questions about driving. So were you ever caught drunk and drive?
First of all, I don't like driving. So drinking and driving is a far shot. You're not catching me, bro.
You said you don't like to drive, so do you like to ride a bike instead?
Hate.
So if you were to go to a holiday trip, would you go to a place like Goa or a place that's much more close to you like a Karumanchi, which is your native town?
Sorry, I'd go to Goa.
What is your name on your driving license?
I'm actually named after my grandfather. My name is Rana Daggubati, and then when I was born, they kind of figured that I'll mess his name up, so they chopped off parts of his name and they started calling me Rana. And all my life I was known as Rana.
So do you prefer traveling alone or with friends?
Yeah, I like both.
Whenever you drive, which is not so often, do you have road rage? Do you keep scolding people?
I do get stressed when I'm driving because I can't see very well first, which I can't drive too well. I'm quite a bad driver, so I don't like to stick on the wheel too much.
You're locked in a room with your most loved one and your most favorite director.
Okay.
You need to shoot one person to get out of the room. Who would you shoot?
Depends. I think I'll shoot the director first. I mean, the girl's a nice person.
So you assumed that the loved one is a girl. I was referring to your dad or your grand.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, like that. Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
So you said it. Have you ever travelled in a public auto or a public bus?
Of course, I used bus very little, but auto a lot. Because when we were younger, when we were in school, we used to get dropped in the car and then we used to jump off school and then we'd go in an auto. So yeah, so the auto became a large part of my life.
We've been following you since morning and you've been extremely busy. So what are the things you do on a day off?
That's hard to get first. I actually watch movies on a day off.
So what is the one thing you hate about yourself? Be honest.
I really like myself, I'm sorry.
What is your current obsession?
My current obsession is actually a lungi. I think A is because it's the film. I never wore a lungi before in my life. But once I started wearing it, that became a part of me, I think. And I realized we Indians got it figured out way before the West did. So guys, get back to your lungis.
So what is that one thing that's always with you?
I'll have sunglasses and I have another pair of glasses because I can't see otherwise. If I have to read, I'll put those glasses on. So that'll always be with me.
When can we see you debut in a Malayalam film?
One is, I don't speak Malayalam. That's the first problem of things. I'm terrible. I'm quite old now. I can't learn new languages. I tried and I failed. But how I usually make films is that a film that I have in a certain genre will define which language I make it in. And I hope I make a tale that belongs to Kerala, and then I'd obviously make that Malayalam the first preference of that story.
If you could steal one person from Tamil industry into Telugu, who would it be?
Arya vara vachirlam. ஒரு டீம் ஸ்பிரிட் ஒரு ஃபன் அப்படியே ஜாலியாக அப்படியே இருக்கும் ஸோ ஆரியா இருந்தால் நல்லா இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
And one Rajinikanth sir's dialogue that you'll whistle to even today.
Which one don't we whistle to today? First to start with.
One Rajini sir's dialogue.
பாஷா ஒரு தடவை சொன்னா 100 தடவை சொன்ன மாதிரி. Say that in many languages and I'll still whistle for it.
Same dialogue in Telugu, please.
భాషా ఒక్కసారి చెప్తే 100 సార్లు చెప్పినట్టు.
Yeah, we will take the next set. I think we've reached the airport, so we'll take the next set of questions.
Yes,
once
sir.
We land in Mumbai.
Yes, done.
Yeah. All right, you just finished your appearance in the Big Boss show. So yeah, quick questions again. Can you live in a house like this without technology, communication and meeting people?
No way. జనాలు లేకపోతే కష్టం.
Alright, so would you like to host the next season of Big Boss if you were asked to do it?
ఈ షో చాలా కాంప్లికేటెడ్. ఇంత ఎమోషనల్ డ్రామా నేను తీసుకువెళ్తానో లేదో నాకు తెలీదు. బట్ Tarak is doing a fantastic job, whatever said and done. It's very hard to host the show.
So what's the most evil thing you ever did in your life?
I'm more or less a good guy, reasonably an okay guy, so I'm not an evil. I don't have an evil bone or a thought.
So can you do impressions of any actor? Can you imitate someone?
Yeah, I mean, we usually have an habit. Every time I'm watching a film, I'll start imitating the actor that I'm looking at, consciously or unconsciously. And so yeah, I do a lot of that.
So can you imitate anyone?
I'm just doing this for fun, so guess what?
What are your hobbies?
I work in something called the movies. It's a lot of fun. So here, obviously you've seen me this year. I got to play a warrior, a warlord. I played a marine. Now I'm playing a politician. So I get to do a lot of fun things. I work with kabaddi. I work with boxing. I mean, it's a fun place to be.
Would you do a nude scene if the script calls for it?
Yeah. I have no issues like that.
Do you want to ever do a web series?
I'm actually working on a bunch of web series. That's a space that I'm very interested in. I'm looking at doing something there, and internationally it's obviously very big, and India is really opening up. So another place to tell stories, and I'd like to be there.
You've been seeing success after success. You've been having a great time, but my question is, can you take rejection after rejection and still not lose hope?
I'm not a guy who usually loses hope or even bothers about rejection, because I take a path of my own. So if someone has to reject me, it has to be myself.
Would you do a 1-minute cameo in a Hollywood film if you were asked to?
I do a 1-minute cameo in any film if the filmmaker is a friend of mine.
Do you ever watch TV?
Not really. I don't watch too much TV at all.
Choose one. Maniratna movie or a Shankar movie? To act, of course.
Maniratna.
Commercial success or critical acclaim?
I'm not a right guy to answer this question, because the kind of cinema that I do is very varied. Each film has an audience that I choose to tell it to. So each film to its own.
Fatal attraction or true love?
Both are far short.
Ugly and live forever or attractive and die in a year?
Yes, attractive and die in a year or so.
Forgive or forget or revenge?
Like, I don't even forgive, I just forget. So even forgive doesn't come in this place.
Okay, choose one. Power, fame or money?
None of the above.
What is the advice you would like to give your teenage self?
When someone's teaching you in maths class, pay attention.
What's your shoe size?
13. Yeah, it's a big foot.
What would you be doing if you weren't born in the family you were born?
Why are you asking me hypothetical rubbish questions?
These are audience questions, Rana.
Well, guys, this is hypothetical. What if you are not writing to me now and your alter ego is writing it? It's that random.
I'll make some statements, answer them in true or false. No explanation, just true or false. Okay. You have trouble finding clothes and shoes of your size.
True.
You're an alcoholic.
False.
You're a workaholic.
I enjoy it a lot, yes, so true.
You're a selfish person.
Also true.
You're a player.
Not true.
You wish you did Prabhas' role in Bahubali.
Not true at all.
One thing you love about Tamil fans?
தமிழ் மக்கள் வந்து புது படம் வந்தா இல்லைனா ஒரு புது எக்ஸ்பெரிமெண்ட் பண்ணுறாங்க ஏதாவது ஒரு ஃபில்ம் மேக்கர்னா அது ஒரு கண்டிப்பாக ஆடியன்ஸில் இருக்கும் அந்த படத்துக்கு. அண்ட் ஐ லவ் த வே யூ ஆல் ரிசீவ் நியூ சினிமா, and which is why I very proudly say every time I make a new film, I know there's a Tamil auditorium out there that's watching it.
Alright, so for Nana Ital, why didn't you dub for yourself in Tamil language?
I'm too scared. எனக்கு வந்து தமிழ் வரும் சார், ஆனால் அந்த அளவுக்கு வராது. இப்போ அரசியல்வாதி பேசுன அந்த அளவுக்கு தெரியாது. ஸோ இப்போ கொஞ்சம் I think you'll have to pardon me, but I'll get there soon.
Okay, so which Jogendra will stay with the audience as they leave? Jogendra the husband or Jogendra the politician?
Jogendra the husband.
Who do you think is better, Rana the actor or Rana the businessman?
Both will not coexist if one does not exist.
What is the one question you hate to be asked?
There are many. Actually, I don't give a shit about too many things. Ask whatever.
What is the one thing you want to be asked?
You guys ask me that anyways. No?
What is the happiest moment in your life?
I'm happy pretty much most of the moments in my life. Yeah, I am. I'm a happy guy in general.
What's the most embarrassing moment?
I usually don't get embarrassed. I embarrass people. That's usually my job.
What's the most disappointing moment?
There was when I did a film called Nene, which is my second Telugu film, my third film in my career. the film didn't shape out the way we started it to be. I wanted to make a very dark film and they didn't let me make a dark film. So eventually at some point I'll make a dark film, don't worry.
What is the one app you use the most?
One app, I guess WhatsApp.
One co-actor who you connected to on a personal level?
One co-actor, Prabhas.
Where do you generally go partying?
You guys can see that in the paper, in the tabloids. But otherwise I party mostly at home.
So if not movies, what would you be doing?
If not asking me this question, what would you be doing? This is hypothetical stuff, don't ask me those things.
Did you ever think of being a politician?
No.
So what is your best position?
Where I stand right now, the film studio, where I was born in, so it's really my possession.
How many hours of sleep do you get to catch up on?
Well, I sleep at an average about 4 or 5 hours a night, and I usually sleep at some point randomly in the afternoon, if I'm too tired.
Do you believe in lucky charms for any film you're a part of?
I don't believe in any charms.
What's the first thing you do as soon as you go to a set?
First thing I do when I go to set, obviously, is run through, figure out what the day is like. That's pretty much what I do.
And finally, when is your movie releasing?
The 11th of August, ladies and gentlemen.
So what can we expect to see in your film on the 11th?
Well, the only thing I keep promising my audience all the time is I will either show you a new world or I will introduce you to newer people. And in this film, I've done the latter. I've introduced you to a bunch of new people. It's characters that have a slice of real life but are very, very dramatic and have some great graphs going. So it's a film has all of it. It has heroism, it has a lot of politics, it has a lot of drama because of wealth, power, money and all that. But the soul of all this is really a love story, a beautiful love story of a husband and a wife called Radha and Jogendra, and that's really the tale I want you all to watch.
So alright Rana, that's the 99 questions. Thanks a lot.
Alright, I'll see you in the movies, and you have more questions, I'll keep answering it again and again and again in videos like this.